I say we make it the packing rep.
We'll make a little song. Today is the day for A&J.
We totally need a jingle. Welcome
Today.
to A&J Today.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Guess what? Do you have baggage in your life? Because I have baggage in my life. I'm just kidding. Today we're talking about packing.
Yeah.
So the baggage you take on your mission is actually going to serve you well.
We'll just show you a few different methods.
Yeah.
And give you some ideas and some tips for it. When you're packing, it's best to line the walls of your suitcase with
your shoes.
So that's an option.
A nice idea too to think about your suitcase when you're plating up your suitcase. Not that you're going to eat anything, but when you're packing your suitcases, imagine how your suitcase is going to be when it's in transit. And when you're rolling it through the city, you want the heaviest things probably at the bottom where the wheels are. So when you flip it up, everything is, anything that's going to be at that bottom is going to get squished by everything else on top.
So speaking of travel conditions,
right, like this.
Anyone who serves in like a tropical climate,
yes,
and possibly third world. I know I talk about that a lot because it's what I know. But when I got to the mission, they threw our bags on top of the big buses, and then there was torrential rain, and so a lot of us had super wet stuff in our luggage. Like our clothes were completely soaked through. A lot of people don't know that they even make these, but this is just in the Ziploc section of any of your grocery stores, and they're huge Ziploc bags.
You get them on Amazon too.
Can you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna open this up just to show. But you can actually use these like you would like a vacuum.
Oh, put it right here. It's like
seal bag. So you can even put your wardrobe in there, and then you can suck the air out of the corner.
Okay, so we're just gonna stick these in here. We squish as much air. That feels so dramatic. Now, we're gonna take, this is just a big boba straw.
That's already pretty like.
I know, it's pretty compact, but you can just stick it right in the end, right like this. I think we're going scuba diving. There you go. DIY vacuum bag right there.
Anyway, that whole big thing is only $5.
But the nice part is this will keep your clothes dry. Okay, we're going to show another way of packing here. This is something that a lot of military guys do to make more room in your bag. Is you just roll your stuff up, and then you put the rolls in here, and you can fit a whole lot more in. So we'll just roll this up.
Cue the fast forward.
The upside is you kind of just roll them all in there. The upside of this is that you get a lot more in here. That's a good place for like socks too. I'm not as cool as Ashley.
Rolling down the river.
Okay, see this?
Ta-da!
This other method is called the bundle method, and it's actually a way to get a lot of things in. One of the things that I like about the bundle method better than the rolling method is after you have everything rolled up like this, when you get it and you open it up, what's it going to look like?
It's all
like it was wadded up. This other method is going to enable it to stay nice and pressed. Okay, so we're going to lay it in here, and if you notice, I'm putting the sleeves kind of out, the neckline up here, and just kind of making it nice. And along the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put the head of the next item right here, and go this way. I love this bundle method.
That's a good one, and it's not as common.
It's not as common. This is like an old grandma thing, right? So, and if notice, I'm keeping it laying out of the sides of the suitcase. The nice part about this is you can put things in the middle of the suitcase too, but it keeps it so nice, and it's going to keep them almost a little nicer looking, almost like they're pressed, because nothing is going to have any sharp angles or crinkles in it. It's going to be kind of folded up a little bit better. So at this point, this is where you could put some things right here in the middle. And then we're going to flip this side over. Just flip it over like this and kind of fit it in there. And then we'll put this over. We'll put this over. And then we're going to flip this side over. And then look at that. You have this neat, and then you have room for your shoes down like this along the edges. Does that make sense? Like that. I'm gonna put shoes up here. I mean, this is kind of perfect. It takes a little minute and some planning, but it's not gonna fit like that. I'll put it like that. There you go. But you have it all packed, all nice and neat. And the nice part about this, it takes a little bit longer, a little more thinking. But what it does in the end is it keeps your clothes from getting so wrinkled. Some of these things are gonna be ready to wear. You could even do a couple of different layers of this. So you could have like Sunday dress clothes or winter clothes you know you're not gonna wear for a while on the bottom, and then do another kind of bundle on top of that of things that you could grab really quickly.
True.
You could layer your books in the middle of that. You could do all kinds of stuff, but at the end of the day, this is a really nice and compact way, and it's secure. Like even if you picked up some mission artifacts, like things from your mission, this would be a really great way to keep them safe in the middle of this with clothes and stuff around it. You could even put your socks and your garments in the middle of the bundle right there, and then fold everything up over it. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thanks. That's it for us today.
Bye.
See you next time.
I think we're going scuba diving. Is that sealed?